In today's video, a vet is sounding the alarm on raw pet food.
Hey Dr. Brooke, I heard that processed pet food is unhealthy and raw food is better. Is that true?
Actually, it's the opposite, and I'm so glad you asked. Firstly, the concern is raw poultry can contain Campylobacter. Campylobacter has been linked in studies to the development of polyradiculoneuritis, and that's a life-threatening disease, and I saw it last week. Secondly, raw food contains a really high bacterial load, and just because our pets aren't showing overt signs of food poisoning doesn't mean they're not carrying around.
Wow, I mean, what if I told you there's something that can increase your lactate production, increases your breathing rate, raises your blood pressure, causes you to fatigue, might get you very, very lightheaded and nauseous, and increase your chances of developing acute dehydration? Well, that's actually exercise, and we know that exercise is the cheapest form of medicine that there is. And so what this vet is currently saying is that something ultra processed is better than fresh food. So ultra processed kibble that can sit on a shelf for 3 or 4 years has absolutely everything that our pets need, and not something that is fresh, that is prepped correctly, and it's full of moisture and life.
Salmonella, E. coli, listeria in their bellies, passing that in their feces and spreading that around their home. That fecal matter, they lick their bum, then they lick our hands and our face, and that bacteria can be antibiotic resistant, which is really dangerous.
Yeah, she's absolutely right. That can actually happen. That can absolutely happen. However, we always speak to people who know how to handle raw food and who know how to do things properly. Owners handle raw food often without gloves. So when you are cooking dinner, when you are handling chicken or beef or fish, do you put gloves on, doctor? Or do you simply follow what everyone else does and you wash your hands before and after cooking and you try to be as methodical as possible? Because that's absolutely what you should be doing. Also, to make the suggestion that they are then not going to handle raw meat very well. I mean, I don't know whether you've seen this, but dogs can only open their mouths like this, unlike us, and they cannot chew food. You know why that is? Do you know why these teeth, these canatial teeth, are serrated? Because whenever they need to crunch meat and bone, that's how they do it. If you give your dog a bone or something that resembles a bone, they will use their canatial teeth to do so. Why? Because they are optimized to breaking down raw meat and bones. So that's a bit of a scaremongering tactic. But anyway, let's carry on.
This is why I like kibble. It's cooked like Royal Canin and undergoes a very precise cooking process, killing that harmful bacteria while maintaining the nutritional profile of the food.
Does she work for Royal Canin? I mean, Royal Canin adds sugar or caramelized sugar in a lot of the foods. I mean, a lot of the cat foods include things that cats cannot digest, like corn or wheat or whatever. I mean, to suggest that Royal Canin, which contains sugar, is better than fresh food is absolutely ludicrous. Listen, I am not against kibble. Imagine going to the doctor. Imagine you having diabetes, pancreatitis, gastrointestinal upset, and for your doctor to recommend to you that you add sugar to your diet 2-3 times a day. With every single meal, you have sugar. You have to have sugar. And this is not just Royal Canin, by the way. Purina HA, which is the most recommended pet food in the United Kingdom by veterinarians, contains sugar. A lot of Royal Canin and Hill's recipes contain sugar. And if you think by any stretch that these companies that add sugar or salt to the recipes have the best interest at heart of your dog or cat, we will have to politely disagree. I mean, if you are trying to feed your dog better, what you would do is grab a free guide how to feed your dog better, and that will show you how to save hundreds if not thousands of pounds or dollars at the vet. You can grab it in the link down below. How to feed your dog better. It's all free. I am not saying that you should not feed kibble. You can absolutely feed kibble, but to suggest that you should not look at things like wet food, like things like cooked food, things like raw food, even consider them, even give them a go. I mean, the consumer, you nowadays are a lot more equipped, you are a lot more knowledgeable, and you know that a feta cheese salad with grilled chicken is way better than a loaf of bread that can sit on a shelf for the next 7 months. You know which one is better, you know which one is fresher, you know which one contains more moisture, you know which one is alive and which one is not. When was the last time you were in your house and you were cooking a curry or you were making a hamburger and you wore gloves? What are we talking about? I mean, unless you are an absolute animal yourself and you literally do not have any care for your kids, for your family, for your significant other, for your pet, and you literally just cross-contaminate everything, if you are going to feed your dog any fresh food at all, then yes, there are going to be some risks, but the benefits are probably going to outweigh any potential risks. Even if you feed kibble, let's say 6 days a week or 5 days a week, and you incorporate some fresh food or some lightly cooked meats into your dog's diet or something that isn't just kibble, then your dog is surely going to benefit from that. Do you not think? If you eat something out of a packet every single day, do you not think you would benefit from something that's cooked from scratch every now and then? Do you not think that going from something that contains sugar, caramelized sugar, or any of these additives that these companies put in the food is going to be beneficial? It's incredibly interesting to hear people like this veterinarian, because a lot of the big corporations, mainly Royal Canin, Purina and Hill's, have been buying up a lot of veterinarians in the last 20-30 years, and they have not only bought veterinarians, they have been buying pet diagnostics companies, they have been writing up literature and funding literature. So whenever you see a lot of the literature that they reference is literature they themselves write, and so whenever you sponsor a veterinary paper, whenever you sponsor a study, whenever your name is at the bottom of a study and then you reference that study, I mean, how beneficial is that? How non-biased is that? It's going to be very, very biased. A lot of these veterinarians are owned by the big kibble companies, and so this is just another sales channel. It's a very, very well-oiled machine that makes you believe that that is the best dog food or the best cat food for our pets, and we beg to differ. We absolutely beg to differ. We think that even if you feed kibble, feeding some fresh food, feeding something that is a bit less processed, looking at ingredients, avoiding sugar, avoiding things like meat and animal derivatives, avoiding natural flavors, avoiding things like animal fats, which are extremely unspecific, which Royal Canin includes in a lot of their recipes. Moving away from a lot of these high cereal based dog foods is going to affect your dog and impact your dog in a way that is absolutely incredible, and you yourself will look at food completely different as well. Do you think that kibble is biologically appropriate? If you look at like these teeth, these canine teeth and these canatial teeth down here, do you think this mouth is optimized to chew on dry pellets all the time? I don't really care who says it. Even if veterinarians say it. Do you think sugar and wheat gluten and corn are designed to be ingested by dogs instead of meat and bone? Does that not make sense in your head? I'm not really sure what to make of Dr. Brooke. She prefers to give her pets sugar or sugar derivatives as opposed to another brand that doesn't contain sugar or sugar derivatives. And if that's you, then we beg to differ. And if you want to explore more about fresh food and want to compare whether this is better or not than kibble, I would highly encourage you to watch this video next.